Oh, speaking of Meek.
Speaking of Meek, we have an email from Ryan Meek. I don't know if they're related. We'll have to ask.
Ryan with little blades for hands.
Ryan with little blades for hands says, hey, just started listening to the pod like 6 months ago. Don't know if I'm giving feedback right, but do y'all think we can see Beta Ray Bill in the new Thor movie?
Ooh.
Ryan, you are submitting your feedback correctly. We got it. It's here.
We got it? Unfortunately, we literally just talked about it.
Yes. I think it's possible.
Yeah.
I don't think that we're going to see Beta Ray Bill picking up the hammer, though. We might see Beta Ray Bill, like, just as a person out there in the world.
So, quick breakdown. Beta Ray Bill is a version of Thor in what way? Like, he's just someone who's also wielded the hammer and had the powers of Thor, or he's from a different dimension? Like, how does he work?
No, he's from a different world, and, like, he's in this universe. He's from a different world. He is also worthy to wield Mjolnir, and just kind of happened to pick up Mjolnir while in a fight with Thor. Like, Thor threw Mjolnir at him, he grabs it, picks it up, and, like, everybody who was watching the fight was, like, astonished that he picked up Mjolnir. Fight ended pretty much right there. Like, oh, this is a good guy, because he can...
Yeah.
Wow. And then, like, Sif, because she has this, like, weird attraction to whoever can wield Mjolnir, was like, I find this Horseman kind of hot. So, because he could wield Mjolnir and, was proven to be worthy, like, they listened to his plight or whatever. So, Odin had a separate hammer made for him that was basically the same power as Mjolnir. But he had, that other hammer made for him. And that one was Stormbreaker, actually. Stormbreaker was the name of that one. And then Beta Ray Bill went off to, like, help his people using Stormbreaker, and Sif was like, I'm going to go help out, because,
Horseman hot. Got it.
Yeah. And so, yeah, he went off to do that, and, there were some comics that followed him for a bit, and he showed up at one point, I think it was in the World War Hulk comic, that he was like the champion of the arena or whatever before Hulk showed up.
Right. Yeah.
So, like, he's come up here and there, every now and again, but I just don't see him being in this one, because we've already got got somebody else that picks up Mjolnir, and, like, if you're gonna cut Eitri and the Grandmaster for Horseman, and we don't know who Horseman is, or rather, like, the standard moviegoer doesn't know who Horseman is, and we have to introduce Horseman. Like, we're already having to introduce Gore, the God Butcher.
I do think that this movie, because of the nature of, apparently, Gore is going to be traveling around to different pantheons of gods and trying to kill them. I do think there is absolutely a possibility that we will get some interesting characters just dropped in, because they're like, they are the guardians of their realm, or their gods, or their whatever. Not to mention, could be any of the avatars of the Egyptian gods.
Oh yeah.
Any of the avatars, really, of any gods. Like, we could get, warriors from all over, all kinds of dimensions and realms that we just haven't even thought to, like, include. So I think Beta Ray Bill could absolutely show up, even if just for a minute, to be like, hey, this is a guy. Look, watch him do a cool thing. We'll see him in a few movies,
Maybe. Or, oh man, if it were like Gore shows up and is like, the God of Thunder, let me just slay this one.
Yeah.
And, like, somehow kills Beta Ray Bill. How upset do you think people would be?
People would be very upset.
We've been waiting for years.
Maybe we'll just see him on, like, Sif's Tinder as she's swiping through, She swipes right, and that's all we see of Beta Ray Bill.
Oh,
she's
God.
like, Horseman, dig it, swipe it.
I've heard something about horse guys.
Oh.
They can wield Mjolnir, so they're worthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Or maybe it could be that, like, that's where Sif has been, because we didn't see Sif in Ragnarok, right?
Yeah, no, that's true. Sif could show back up and have horse babies.
I don't understand why we have to go there every time.
Wait, I didn't feel like I was going anywhere weird. It's just that's all you told me about
Horse
it.
babies.
Well, you just told me about it. The fact that him and Sif apparently have some sort of relationship, or she likes him. I don't know.
It's that she likes him.
She's been off for multiple movies. Who knows how many horse babies she could have had by now? I feel like it's totally a reasonable horse baby discussion.
Totes. This is taking a turn. So yeah, okay. It could be that in Ragnarok and Infinity War, like we didn't see her because she was off helping that other, race get their shit together, basically. And that could be where, Thor finds her or sees her as like, hey, we're getting the team back together. Or, what if the Guardians meet up with her?
Yeah.
Because in Guardians 1, there was that horse person skeleton that that Peter spun around. There was also a horse person skeleton in Guardians 2, in the body pile or whatever that Ego had been putting together.
Yikes. So many dead horse people so far.
Yeah. So the precedent has been established that humanoid horse people are there in the verse, and that Guardians has capacity to interact with them. So maybe the Guardians find them.
And that Sif is into that.
Yeah. And Sif's like, let's include Mantis because I like those antennas she's got. I like it when she lights up on me.
You want to take away my Horseman? I say nay.
Oh, God.
So stupid. All right, let's get to the next one. I'm not going to get away from the horse guy and Sif. That's all I'm going to hit on. The rest of imagine 16 more of those jokes and we're there.
Yeah. I'm embarrassed for you.
He's got to go to the gym to get hoof.
Until next time, true believers. I'm out.
Was that one? We made it through one feedback? It's a record, folks. Drove him away with one after one feedback.
It was the horse dick for me.
I never brought up a horse dick. That is all in your head.
Matt, the fact that you haven't brought up a horse dick sounds like your problem.
What are you talking about? I disagree.
You just need to do better. Be sexier.
Be sexier when you're talking about interspecies
you gotta
relationships.
If you're gonna bring up the horse, you gotta do some work for it.
50 Nays of Grey.